Okay, so today, even though I haven't got my Udi on, which usually signifies the fact that we're going to be doing a bit of TikTok drama, I haven't got it. There was like sriracha sauce on it. So yeah, it's in the wash. This whole situation is kind of feels a bit like, haha, hee hee, you know, it's Donut Gate. It's funny. There's actually a real, like, quite serious element to it. If you haven't already seen over on TikTok, there has been this great big kerfuffle between two separate, like a supplier and then a storefront. So you had somewhere called the Savory Fig, and this woman called Michelle, who's right up here, who owns it. You then have this little, like, it's like I think it's a store. I'm pretty sure it is a store, and it's called Cindy Snacks. Apart from Michelle, I'm going to avoid using names because I'd much rather just call it the storefronts. So you have Cindy Snacks, who cater to like a vegan audience, vegan, gluten-free. Then have the Savory Fig, who is supposed to be supplying them. And what has basically happened is Michelle from the Savory Fig has been caught out buying Dunkin Donuts, repackaging them, and then sending them off to these like gluten-free, dairy-free places. Michelle got caught out on this donut. This donut right here is what made Cindy Snacks basically go, yeah, that's a Dunkin' Donut. You can even see like the little D's. That is a Dunkin' Donut. What are you doing? So I'm going to read all of the different things that go onto it.
Okay, you guys, buckle up. This is just the craziest story. So apparently there's a place in New York, Cindy Snacks, that stocks gluten-free, dairy-free donuts, and they have been for a while. And she called out one of her suppliers, Savory Fig, which is no longer around because they're horrible, horrible people, for basically trying to pass off Dunkin' Donuts as gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan donut.
In case anyone thinks that like this is a mass over-exaggeration, if you're someone with like celiac disease, for instance, or you have an allergy to, I don't know, have an allergy to something, hence the reason why you need to be, you know, gluten-free, and you also need to be like dairy-free. I don't know, for instance, or you can't eat certain things. You're gonna gravitate towards things which obviously you can eat. I know this is so like, you know, stage 2 breakdown, but I'm just trying to get the point across that imagine if a child really wanted a donut but they couldn't eat gluten, couldn't really eat it, otherwise they'd end up with all these different problems. They then wanted a donut, and this donut has been sold and packaged believing that none of these things are present in this donut. What happens if that child then eats that donut and then gets a really, really bad reaction? A very, very, very bad reaction, okay? Like, really quite bad. There are reasonings why, above people just choosing not to eat, there are medical reasonings why some people can't eat gluten, for example, or can't eat dairy. There are genuine reasonings. So that's the reason why a lot of these products exist. So when you have someone like Michelle over there literally getting Dunkin' Donuts, repackaging them, and then sending them off to suppliers, what are you doing? This is the donut in question. It says, on February 23rd, the owner of Savory Fig dropped off the baked goods we ordered from her, including her donuts. In the middle of the boxes was the donut pictured in the first slide. I, John, immediately became concerned as to why this one donut was decorated differently than all the others and in such a strikingly similar way to a recognizable chain. I pushed all of the items delivered out of our racks immediately and stored them in the back out of precaution until I could confirm what was or wasn't happening here. Going on to slide 2. So, John, now know, hi John. Nice to meet you. John basically sent a little message to Michelle saying, hey, I in no way mean to insult you or question your products, but this donut was in the box with the strawberry frosted. These are definitely little D sprinkles, ones Dunkin' Donut uses, even the same colours as the Dunkin' logo. If these are Dunkin' Donuts, the ingredients could kill somebody, as we have so many people with severe dairy allergies that shop here. I'm concerned with the donuts this week and I'm nervous to put them out. I will keep this conversation between us, but please tell me the truth. I don't want to kill anybody with a severe allergy. I think I was like almost trying to dumb it down a little bit because some people can have a really bad reaction, could be hospitalized. Other people, it's like a peanut allergy. Like you buying a chocolate bar and being told that this chocolate bar had no peanuts in it, and in fact it did, and then you have such a severe peanut allergy that even being in the same room as peanuts can cause you to act up, but you then eat that peanut. You could die, okay? Like, it's serious. I am very thankful, and I actually think about this is so off topic, but I actually think to myself, like, I'm really quite lucky that I don't have any intolerances, any allergies to anything, and I thank my lucky stars that I'm like that, because some people in my family are really allergic to other things. And then Michelle said, these are definitely not Dunkin Donuts. If you don't want to put them out, don't, but they're not Dunkin Donuts. Wouldn't you try and prove that this wasn't? You wouldn't just be a little bit like, if you don't want to put them out. It's such a bizarre response. I don't mean to insult you, and I hope I didn't, but you have to understand the concern. Could you show me the sprinkle container you have had at the D's? I just don't understand why that would be something you would have or put on one donut. And Michelle then basically told them that, hey, yeah, these are the sprinkles that I use, and like sent them off so that they could go and find them for themselves. And you trust and believe, they were not the same ones. They weren't even vegan. So like happy birthday ones, you can see like the H, the A, the B, I see an I in there. They look a bit like happy birthday sprinkles. Correct me if I'm wrong with the Y. I think they're happy birthday ones. The ones up there are literally Dunkin Donut coded, and it has the D's. Then basically, so Cindy Snacks then decided to do a bit of investigative digging. So they decided to actually get I think it was a gluten test. Still trying to hold out hope that our trusted fellow vegan small business wasn't doing something so horrific. We scoured the internet for possible sprinkle dupes that would make it make sense. We even ordered the sprinkles she claimed were the ones used. As you can see in slide 3, not only are their sprinkles not labelled vegan, they do not even match the ones on the donut. We then ordered an at-home gluten test trusted and used by gluten-sensitive and allergic individuals. The test results, as seen in slide 4, proved to us at the very least this donut, and most likely all of her donuts, contain substantial amounts of gluten. We can only assume, given this recognisable logo design, where these donuts really came from and what other ingredient they might contain. And basically said, we have now cut off everything. So here they are testing out, and sure enough, it does come back. Comes out, says, yeah. So basically, they're not very happy. They then put out another statement saying, there's a certain mutual trust and respect the vegan community, especially small businesses, have amongst ourselves. We might all live differently, but we all have the same deep core values that consuming animal products is morally, ethically and ecologically wrong. We are enraged that this trust and respect was broken and that we were unknowingly put in a position to perpetrate that betrayal. We want all of our customers and community to know we take this betrayal extremely seriously and we are looking into legal action. We will update with any proceedings as they come. Most importantly, we want to apologise from the depths of our soul to anyone who unknowingly consume these products. This is our nightmare come true, and none of you deserve this level of disgusting perjury.
This is the most controversial donut in Long Island.
One who's gluten-free and dairy-free from their autoimmune disease, that story is absolutely terrifying. Obviously, Dunkin Donuts is not gluten-free, dairy-free, allergy-friendly at all. And I'm surprised actually that all of the comments on the video are very supportive of the market. I found that as someone with dietary restrictions, that usually the blame gets put on the person who has dietary restrictions. For example, a young lady just passed away in New York, and the cookie was mislabeled on the Stu Leonard's package, and all of the comments were disgusting on all of the news posts saying that she should have never ate the cookie, which it wasn't labeled, so I don't understand, and she had her EpiPens, none of it made sense, but she got blamed at the end. I honestly hope that market goes further than just calling that vendor out on their Instagram and takes legal action, because on top of people just getting really sick, people could die if you have an anaphylactic allergy to something like that. Again, I'm not anaphylactic. I stay away from gluten and dairy for my autoimmune disease, but let me just show you what happens when I eat gluten and dairy and what I look like. Okay, I also can't believe I sometimes put this on the internet, but this is what happens after I eat gluten and dairy. So, my face. And it hurts. And that's what you see. I have a lot of stuff going on inside that you can't see. I just want to show you this app that I use all the time. If I'm traveling internationally, even, this is my hometown, but it's basically like Google Maps, but for people with allergies and dietary restrictions.
There was a little bit of a pushback, I won't lie. Some people were a little bit trying to push it back a little bit, because of course they were fans of the savory fig. There are actually quite a few people that are like, hey, no, I know Michelle, or I've got stuff from Michelle, and they're definitely, vegan and all of that kind of stuff. Someone saying, I'm confused as to why you only tested the donut that looks like it is from Dunkin Donuts and not all the other ones. I've had her items many times and they never seem to come from a chain, so maybe it was a mistake. But why only a picture of the one that looks like it's from Dunkin? I don't know how reputable you are, but this seems like a very biased post, only showing specific information instead of all the facts. If you watch the video, the baker claims the donut as one she's baked. I have all the other donuts from the order in the freezer if anyone is unsure and wants to do further testing. All this evidence was more than enough for us to stop carrying the product and alert the community. We posted the facts and kept it at that. And the thing is that yes, like, I do appreciate that you may really enjoy Michelle's donuts, but the fact is that Cindy Snacks literally tested, and even if one of those donuts comes back as not vegan, and bearing in mind this wasn't an accidental thing, it wasn't as if, oh, I accidentally put this donut in there, because when they then asked her about it, she was doubling down and saying no, like, and then acting as if she was actually the one that made this donut. If one of them is coming back like that, then I would assume that all the other ones are bad as well. The thing is, you can't risk sending these out to people that could inevitably get seriously ill. The way that it's now been left is that Cindy Snacks has then posted an update, and their update is, we have contacted the supervisor at the Division of Food Safety and Inspection from New York Agriculture and Markets. He stated they will begin an investigation and will notify us of the results once it is complete. We also alerted Suffolk County Department of Health. We are waiting to hear back from them about the next step in the process. We are looking into several other avenues to ensure accountability is met for the situation. We want to make it clear that we come forward with this information to keep our community of local vegans and those with food allergies safe from future harm. We have seen our post and this story reach all over the country in TikTok and Reddit posts, and while we appreciate the support and concern for how serious this is, we are not interested in being viral. While we have received many requests to do so, we'll not be doing any interviews or giving any statements locally or otherwise, as we don't feel this will serve our mission. We want to keep people safe and call out wrongdoings when we see them. We feel confident we have done that as best as we could. And I think, yeah, I don't know, if this was me, I probably would be doing interviews just to have people made more aware of, be really careful on who you're getting supplies from. If you are served something or you buy something and it is not what it actually is, that is a massive problem. And I do think, yeah, more people need to be more aware. But that donut just looks so dismal anyway. Like, I wouldn't even buy that donut anyway. The icing was, like, coming off of it. It looks smushed. Like, it's just not the vibe. Like, Michelle, what are you doing? What are you doing, Michelle? Matters worse, I tried to find her over on Instagram and on TikTok, and I'm pretty sure she's, like, made all of her accounts private. So yeah, that's not good. I mean, I can't really imagine anyone wanting to go back to her business if they are a vegan and they are, like, you know, gluten-free and all of that. I can't imagine them actually going back to that business because you can't trust them, especially if they're doubling down on it and saying that they actually did make that donut when we all know that they didn't. Anyway, this has been quite rambly, but I hope you do enjoy a bit of Donut Gate. We'll probably find out a little bit more about it, maybe from the Savoury Figs end, maybe, I don't really know. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves. I will catch up with you guys in the next video.